Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be titled, what did I do for Autism Awareness Day and what did I get? And I am beyond excited. As I mentioned before, I started the first and only march here in my town since 2009. This is our 8th year marching. It's a walk. I've always called it a march because I feel that's what it is, but you would think of it as a walk. And oh my God, it was utterly and completely amazing. The turnout was overwhelming. I was completely touched. I know that every year it gets bigger and bigger, more special, because we begin to learn more ideas, think of more creative things to do, more people hear about us. Like I've said before, we've been featured on every newspaper here, the Spanish version, the English journal that we have here. We've been on internet TV. We've been featured in the New York Museum. Social media and Facebook has been a huge outlet for people to get to meet us and know all about me and my journey with my son and my family and this march and everything that I do for autism. So thank God for technology and social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you name it. A lot of people will say things bad about the internet. And yes, you do have to be careful, people out there. It can be a knife and it can be a blessing. I had a few okay, not so much, but the majority has been blessings. I have reconnected, reunited with people that are special, mean the world in my life. Of course, with autism, it has been the best thing that could have ever happened. I don't know what we would have done without social media. So we do have to be grateful, but at the same time, mindful and careful. So anyway, yes, Saturday, April 2nd was World Autism Awareness Day, and I do this march/walk, however you want to see it. I think I'm going to start calling it walk instead of march, just so people know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a mile walk, 1.2 mile walk, something like that. We go from one end of the town to the other, and our centralized point that we meet at is a plaza park that we have here in the center of town, which is a really beautiful plaza. And it's just been amazing. Like I said, each year it gets more bigger and bigger, more special because, like I said, people get to find out about us. And so this Saturday, we work all year round to get ready for this march. And the last month starts to be crunch time. Throughout the year, I'm thinking of things to do and things to give. Be mindful, people, that I don't have sponsors. I don't have people that donate anything to me. The only people that have provided and have been so loving and supportive has been my job. They provide, there's an activity with paints that we do, and they provide the plates, the aprons, the pens, the brushes, the paint, just everything that I need, the banner paper, just anything that I need. They say, we love you. We're here to support you and your son in autism awareness. Anything you need from us, we're there for you. And then they turn all the lights at the store blue, and then they were blue at work on that day. And so I am really blessed. And I'm going to tell you where I work. Even though I am a licensed cosmetologist and have been for almost 15 years, and I still do it. I freelance it now. And it's my passion. It's what means the world to me. And like I said, I still do it big time because it's what I love most. And I worked hard to educate myself. I had this natural talent when I got there, but of course you still have to be educated. People think that it's just, oh, you learn to cut hair and nails. No, you have to learn chemistry, anatomy, the muscles, the nerves, the bones. You have to know everything, kind of like going to medical school. And so it's not just, oh, we're just going to learn cute cut hair. I mean, that's the main focus, but you have to take tons of tests over and over and over again. And like I said, learn chemistry, anatomy, a 5-part anatomy. I mean, you have to know the whole kinky kebab, stuff like that. And I don't want to get into that, but that natural ability is amazing. It's great. It's something that you naturally have, but to put it together with your education and experience and get your license, it's huge and it means the world to me. So I still do it, but I have to still work too. And I'm happy at my job. I love my coworkers. I love my job, and I don't know if I'll do it forever or for many years or a few more years or a year. I don't know what the future holds, but I like it. It's retail. It's Home Depot. So, I mean, it's been a wonderful experience for me. My bosses are amazing. They show me so much love and so much support in anything I do, but especially autism. They turn the register lights to blue. They wear blue on that day. They anything I need, they mark it down and make sure that they support this cause. I do an autism workshop there as well in the month of April, because the whole month of April is Autism Awareness Month. Just the April 2nd is World Autism Awareness Day, where everybody lights it up in blue and walks and all this other great stuff. So, yeah, they wear blue on that day. So once I'm done with the march and with everything completely, I go with my family. I take my son to thank them for wearing blue for him and for so he to see that how many people love and support him. And we take pictures of everybody that wore blue and stuff like that. And so my bosses march with me. Some of my coworkers that can make it march with me, and they did. And they provide that part of it. And then also balloons and stuff. We have the Home Depot Kids Workshop plates. We have the brushes. We have all the color paints. We have the Home Depot Kids apron that we give them as gifts and pendants and stickers and so much. So I thank you, Home Depot. I thank my bosses that are my bosses and that in my store, my coworkers. I love you guys to death. Thank you for everything you do. Like I said, to provide banner paper, if I need tape, if I need to print out my flyers, if I need anything, they will mark it down for me. There's stuff that I insist on buying because I just don't want to take too much on them, even though they hate when I do that. They hate it. And a lot of times they also do things out of their own pocket, not just from the store. They do a lot from their heart out of their own pocket, which they go above and beyond, which means a lot to me. I mean, they could just limit to the store, but no, it's something that's also in their personal heart and that they just go out of their way and they go out of their pocket. And I appreciate that. There was one year when my boss bought iron-on patches, the heart and the ribbon of autism out of her own pocket. She bought a banner and they make the puzzle pieces with wood and they put stakes on and they paint them the colors of autism. And so just different things. I could go on and on and on, but those are the things they provide and that really mean the world to me because I feel and I see the love and support, and I can't thank them enough. And of course, but everything else is, and like I said, I buy a lot of stuff on my own for my autism from Home Depot because, I don't want to put too much weight on them, and I want to do my, I like to do whatever I can from my own. And so they get mad at me when I do that, but that's just me, I'm grateful, but I don't like to take advantage. That's not the person I am at all. Not one iota of that kind of a person. So that's just me. And here we go. My nose is running. Sorry, folks. I don't know why. Oh, anyway. So, Saturday, World Autism Awareness Day. So we start this walk from one end of the town. And like I said, we go to the plaza, and before I go there to meet the people and welcome them, I go with my husband and we set up the plaza. We have like 3 tables. We decorate it with blue tablecloth. And on one table are the gift boxes and the gift baskets that I make for prizes. And then one table is the food. It's desserts, blue punch, because it has to be blue theme. Bunch of water bottles and ice chests because this is a long walk and everybody's thirsty. And I provide pizza. So far it's been pizza one day. I'm going to do something different, but it's been enough pizza for everybody. And then there's balloons, autism balloons, Home Depot balloons, just everything. And I have 2 totes full of stuff. And we put the 4 puzzle pieces stakes in the ground. We put our banner on the table, and it's just beautiful, beautiful. Then I go and meet my people and I welcome them. When I got there, I was completely and utterly touched. It was more bigger than ever. And so I also got a couple of surprises the night before. Well, I had been telling a lot of my family live far away. Nobody in my family lives here in my town. It's 3 hours or more. And so I've been wanting them to come, and a lot of times they can't make it. Well, actually, they've never made it, so never have come for one reason or another. They're not able to, or whatever. And so this year I wanted somebody. I would like all of them to be, but of course, again, they couldn't. And I understand. I believe next year, a lot of them, if not all of them, will be here. But I told my nephew, which I love all my nieces and nephews, but this particular nephew has been the one I've been the closest to, and he suffered through a lot of, we're so much alike, and he's suffered a lot of health issue. He has Crohn's disease really bad. And so I've taken him under my wing, and I love this nephew to death. We're close. We do everything together. He does the San Jose Autism Walk with us. He's always wears blue, and he's never been to the walk that I do. And so I said, hey, do you think this year you could come? And he said, I'm working through 3 jobs. I just started 2 of them, so I highly doubt that I can make it. But Auntie Carmen, I'm going to be there with you in heart, and I will definitely wear blue as I always do. And so I was kind of bummed, but I understood. I mean, I know if at all he could be here, he would be here. And so the whole time he knew he was coming and just got me going. And the night before the walk is exhausting. It's overwhelming. I go through emotional points where I'm crying, then I'm excited, then I'm stressed, and then we're up to 5 o'clock in the morning. We get very little sleep before the walk. And so because we're tying up the last minute details, making sure that everything's in place and everything's perfect. And so my friend called me over. One of my great friends lives right next door to me. She called me over, got me out of the house. And then when I came back in the house, they said, oh, something's happening in the room to that effect with the dogs. And so I come marching in ready to fix it. And there's my nephew. And I just was touched, excited. I got shocked and jumped 2 feet back. And so it was amazing to get that surprise. It surely calmed down some of the emotions and the stress that I was going through that night, because this means the world to me. I love my son to pieces. When he was diagnosed, I was shocked, but I quickly snapped out of it and said, okay, I'm going to educate myself. And then I downloaded conferences, internet, books, everything to educate myself to protect his happiness, his rights, his peace, his everything. And I vowed to be his biggest advocate to the day I die. And so I went through that. And once I knew that in 2007, the United Nations had declared April 2nd to be World Autism Awareness Day, then I went full forward with the walk that I created. And here we are 8 years later. And so that was one big surprise, and he was able to help us and do all this stuff. And then the next day when I get to the march and I'm ready to greet my people, as we're turning to trying to find a parking space, because for the first time there was really no parking space, I see this girl all decked out head to toe blue. I mean, went as far as putting words and everything. I mean, everybody does, but it was just something about this girl. And I said, whoa, a new girl, how sweet. And look at her. She went full force, decked out. I'm like, wow. And so didn't think, she kind of looked at me. I looked at her, didn't think nothing of it. And then I was welcoming everybody, hugging everybody. I bought a megaphone this year so everybody could hear me. And thank God, because the turnout was huger than ever. I had walkie-talkies because I lead this march. And it's so huge behind me, and we have to cross lights, and we have to make sure everybody's safe, and that everybody, if we need to stop and take a break, we need to do that. If we need to be in the shade, if someone needs to take a sip of water, if someone in the stroller wheelchair needs help, or if we're stuck in the light and only half of my people made the light, things like that. So I have to constantly look back, speak in the megaphone and say, hey, are you guys okay? I know that. And yes, and Saturday was so extremely hot, like hot, not the hottest we have here by far, but hot. And so I knew the walk would be a big sacrifice, and it would really be a lot. And so we did take a couple of breaks and stuff like that. So I'm constantly connecting with my daughters. I have one that's in the middle towards the end of the march to keep me in touch on what's happening back there. If I need to stop, if I can keep going, if anything happens, she's there to take care of that. And then I have my daughter in the front with me, which she's taking pictures and stuff like that. So anyway, that's what we did. And so I look at this girl as I'm, hugging everybody and talking to everybody and welcoming them and just seeing all the beautiful faces. I turn around and here's this girl again. And I'm like, oh my God, there she is, that girl again. How sweet. We're staring at each other. I'm looking at her. She's looking at me. And obviously she wants to maybe meet me or get, because she's waiting for her turn for me to stop talking to this person. And all of a sudden she does her head like, she does that look, and all of a sudden like an explosion. Boom! It just hit me. My best friend of all my life. And you would think, well, aren't you in touch of your best friends? Look, we have been best friends since preschool, kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, best friend. Our families grew up together. We lived right around the corner from each other. She ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner in my home. My mom and dad loved her like a daughter. I mean, holidays, you name it. I mean, that is the best friend of the best friend. And everything is natural and beautiful. But when we graduated, our life took different paths. She married somebody in the army, and he was stationed in Germany. So she was in Germany for 7 years. And then one day we found each other in the market and went crazy, like exciting. And then we kind of went through things together. I was suffering a lot at that time, and she was going through a lot, and we kind of helped each other get through it. And then we got back on a good path, and then we kind of lost touch again. And then we found each other again. I forgot how we found each other this way. And I told her, hey, my mother had passed away. You know, I have these kids. I'm with, you know, my husband, blah, blah, blah. So we met at my mother's grave. We reconnected with other friends as well. I got to see her house. We did video. In fact, it was VHS because there was no DVD back then. This was 1999. And so we had reconnected, and we went through every school that we went to together to show our families what schools we went to, what houses we lived in, our whole neighborhood, our corner store guy from the market I hadn't seen in years. So that was another reconnection. Our lives took another different path, and we kind of lost contact. And then in 2010, thank God for Facebook, we refound each other, reconnected. But we were always on Facebook. Our lives were so busy and so different. We were just going through good things and some bad things, and not like bad things, like not drugs and stuff. So I don't want you to think those kind of bad things, because that's not it. Just things that you suffer through in life, losses, sadness, changes, just different things like that. And so we were on Facebook, and we could always say hi here and there and connect and wish each other happy birthday, happy Mother's Day, stuff like that. But we never have been able to get back to really getting detailed and completely connected back with our friendship. And so this past year, we realized we had lost a dear childhood friend, and we were in shock. And it kind of affected us in a way like, hey, life is too short. We love each other. We're the ultimate epiphany of what BFF means. And so we cannot allow that to happen where one of us is gone and it's too late to say, I love you. I wish we did this. I wish we'd have said this. We didn't want any more regrets, any more loss of contact or communication or anything. We had to go full force with this friendship that meant the world to each of us and stuff like that. So we decided we're going to really every day pretty much be in contact, visit each other, do things with each other, just be in full force contact. And so I said, hey, you know, I know, as you may know, my son is autistic. You probably see me say it over and over and again on Facebook. I created this march here in my town. It means the world to me. It's my life dedication. I would love it if you could come and march with us. And you know, she does amazing gift baskets. She has like she has many talents. But she does amazing gift baskets, and she does it for convalescent home, for theme parties, Easter for her nieces and nephews and kids and stuff. And so I said, I would love it if you could do gift boxes for me. I do gift boxes and gift baskets, and I think they're awesome. But I think you just have this talent like beyond. And I said, that would be so amazing. And so she said, I'll try. And then she got back to me and said, no, well, after all, I'm not going to be able to make it, but next year for sure. And I will do gift baskets and everything, but I will be wearing blue and stuff. So when I saw her at the walk, she knew the whole time, like my nephew, that she was coming, and she went and got the outfits. I mean, blue sweatpants, blue and white tennis shoes, blue and white, like jersey shirts, and she had Keep Calm lighted up blue on the front, her and her husband, and on the back said Marching for Alexi's, my son. I mean, the blue autism hat, and she brought gift baskets for me to give out at prizes, and she bought me a special one that she designed for me, and it just meant the world. I had done 5 gift baskets and 10 gift boxes, and Everything, mind you, people, other than what Home Depot provides to me, which is so special to me, I don't have sponsors or donors. I never asked anybody, and the two experiences that I had kind of said, I don't need nothing. I had one where I went to a place that does printing shirts and papers here, and they said, well, no, I said, well, I want to inquire about your shirts because we do our own shirts every year, and we want to know maybe you have something different that we haven't thought of, and I would like to purchase. We can't give you a discount. I'm like, I didn't ask you for any. I didn't ask you for anything. I just wanted to inquire about your shirts. I saw their shirts. It didn't look good at all. And so I never came back. Then I went to a pizza place that is really close to the plaza here. And I thought maybe I could get my pizza from them, even though it's completely and utterly expensive for what you get. I said, maybe I can get that here. And they said, we can't give you a discount. I'm like, I didn't ask you for anything, so that kind of said, I've done this all out of my pocket, all from my heart. I don't want to ask anybody for help. And then this year, a lot of people said, hey, we want to be a part of it. We want to help you. I said, okay, let me get some help and just see how it goes. Nobody showed up but one person. And I said, okay, that's enough. This means the world to me. This is my life dedication. This is my passion. And I'm going to have to do it on my own. I've always done it. It's been successful and it will continue to be. We will keep moving because this is what we do. And I love to do it from my heart. And giving prizes and giving gifts and it's a lot of money that I put out, a lot of time, a lot of work that I put into bringing this march together. And because of that, because my son is autistic and I love him to death, and it means the world to me. And so, it's difficult because I don't have the luxury of putting a lot of money out there. I don't have a lot of money, and so it is, when I have to fork up all that money, it can be really stressful because I don't have that luxury. But because it's from my heart, it doesn't matter, the sacrifice. And of course, it all turns out beautifully and amazing. So, and like I said, a lot of time and work, months leading up to the march, the night of, the week of, is completely, I go through all these emotions and it's stressful. So that she was there and she leaded the march with me and she stayed the whole day. We had dinner for her. I took her to my job. We reconnected about everything that I'm doing, my business as a freelance hairstylist and makeup artist, and, my dreams and her dreams. I mean, we're just everything's so natural and beautiful. That's what when you say this is my BFF, that's how it has to be. If you have to work at it and you have to I got to be careful what I say and do because she might get mad. That's not a BFF. You have to be able to be yourself, do you, and it has to be smooth and happy and accepting and just 100%. It can't be 99. It has to be 100%. And so that it is what us, and I'm looking forward to so many things. We're already planning next year's walk. We're already planning different events. She's coming to my daughter's graduation, my daughter's wedding, on and on. Anyway, this whole video was supposed to be what I did and what I got for autism. So, and I only have 7 to 10 more minutes to show you. So it might have to be a part 2. Maybe this will be the actual talk about kind of letting you know what this is all about and stuff like that. So yeah, it was beautiful. My job was there. The food was perfect. The desserts, the drinks. I gave out the prize. I have lots of pictures and videos. Just last night, because the next day I was done, exhausted physically, mentally, and emotionally. So I had to take a break because I couldn't even stand. And so my daughter, we had to gather all the pictures from the different phones, the different cameras, and she finally transferred them to my laptop. So I'm going to try to put the slideshow together. I'm going to post it up on here and on my group, my Facebook group, Autism Phases, and check that out, people. Autism Faces. It's FACES, Faces, and it means finding a cause with everyone's support. That's what the faces mean. So check it out, join it, and it just means the world to me. I still have a little cold left. The days leading up before the march, I was sick. I had this head cold, a sinus, eyes, allergies, you name it. From here on down, I was fine. But I'm still having a little bit of that. So excuse me if I'm dealing with my throat and my nose. So anyway, I'm going to start this, but like I said, I might need a part 2, and I hate to go to part 2 because I don't want to take up too much of your time, but please go to part 2 if I have to do it, and you're really going to enjoy it. So let's get started. First of all, this is the shirt that I wore. It says, I love my autistic son, and it has all the, I'm going to stand up a little bit, all the different puzzle pieces. My daughter, one of my daughters, my youngest daughter, is completely artistic, just the best of the best. And my other daughter does the technical work. She is computer savvy, so she does all the flyers, the slideshows, the pictures, just everything that's computer or technical wise. This daughter does the arts. She can sing, never had any lessons, sewing, never had any lessons. She plays instruments, never, and then drawing and pictures. She just does everything all right. So she did this, and she did all our shirts. So I wanted to wear it to show you. And we had, of course, the full face blue makeup and blue tennis shoes, which were like this. Our tennis shoes were like this. And then we had a lighted up blue one for night. And so stuff like that. So anyway, this is what I got for autism. First of all, I got these. I ordered from a company that you can buy in bulk, because each one of these, if you bought it like on Amazon, eBay, would probably be like $20. I got like 12 of these for maybe like $9.99. And so I will be ordering from this company. Of course, it's called Oriental Training. Let me let you know if you want to support somebody with autism and buy in bulkage. That's where I got it from. So they're really, really cute. Has the autism heart with the puzzle pieces. That's kind of the back of it. I also ordered these. These are the gift boxes that I gave away. They have the autism puzzle pieces, and up here it says Autism Awareness, educate, accept, understand. And so I just put like Easter basket kind of grass thing inside, and then I put a bunch of different items that I ordered as a thank you for coming to my march, spreading the awareness. So I did that. And then these were the baskets that I used. They were just like regular Easter baskets. They were $1 something, and then the next day they were only 94 cents. This is the kind of fake grass that I use. This is what you put in Easter baskets. So I do different colors of this. I try to stay with the theme blue, so all the baskets were blue. The cellophane paper that I wrap it with and the bow is all blue, and so I fill it up and I put all the different items. The gift boxes had so much items in it. These were a little bit bigger prizes. They had more. They had autism backpack, the hat, the light bulbs, just different keychains, you name it, it had it. And then I had a grand one. And so that's the gift baskets that I use. And then this was what I ordered from Oriental Trading. And so some of the items that I got was these. They're lighted up blue badges that you wear on your shirt. And it lights up. Is that cool or what? So I got those and I put them in the gifts, and I kept some for my people at the march and for us. But I put one of those in all the gift baskets and gift boxes. And then we had the autism candy lollipops with the autism puzzle pieces, and they're good. I tasted them. They're really good. So we got, bought a lot of these. I got either 1 to 3 or 4 dozens of each to make sure I had enough for my walk-in stuff. And then, of course, I got autism stickers with the different autism symbols and messages and stuff. And then I got the different pencils. So I got these right here that says Autism Awareness, and it's in blue. And then I got another design that says I love someone with autism, and it has the puzzle pieces. Oops, sorry, I got out of range. I don't know if you saw those. Okay. And then I got these with the lighter blue. It says be you, be different. Has the heart, the puzzle pieces. And then I got these, and it's just all puzzle pieces, which is neat. So I got dozens of those. I got like at least 3 dozens of each thing to make sure that I had enough for everything, and then some. And then I got these, which are autism pendants, which I plan to give. I put one in everybody's gift basket and box, and I also bought them specially for my job. We wear aprons and we wear badges, and so they could put this on their badge. It's a heart with the autism puzzle pieces pendant. I have one that one boss gave to me that meant the world to me. I still have it from the first year that there was another manager at that time that supported autism. So I still have that one. And this year really, if you buy these from Amazon or anywhere, they're minimum $5 a pen. I got 12 for like $4 at the most, maybe even $3. So I bought a few dozens of those. And then I got a different one. I got the ribbon pendant. So I'm a little turned over here. Oh, this one's closed. So here's one that has a bag that's open. So my camera is going to run out, people. Please bear with me to part 2. So it's the autism ribbon, if you could see that. And then I got, these are keychains, the metal keychains. It's the ribbon keychains. So try to get them out. So they look like that with the puzzle pieces and the blue ribbon. So those are the middle one. Like I said, I got a few dozens of each thing. So now you know. And then I got a different keychain, which is it's a heart. It's a rubber heart, and it says "Someone with autism loves me." So that's another keychain. A few dozens of those. Each person in the gift baskets had that. I also had lanyards. I don't have any more for you to see, but I also had the lanyards with the autism ribbons. And so I get those ran out. I didn't have as many as those, and so I'm going to next time order a ton of those because they don't really give you a lot. They give you like, I think I got a dozen, and I think I should have ordered a few dozen because I didn't know if people really like it. I had the autism balloons in different colors, and it says it has the ribbon, and a lot of them said Autism Awareness, different messages as well. So I had those, and then I got the buttons. This is exciting. Different buttons. So this one says "Be You, Be Different, Autism Awareness." So I got that one. And then I got different ones. The other one will say Autism Awareness, Educate, Accept, Understand. So they came with different messages. This one is a heart. I love someone with autism. So they came with different colors, different messages for autism. Let's try to put this back in because I think my camera is really going to run out soon. It's just going to stop abruptly, people. And, of course, I got car magnets. It says Autism Awareness. These are 2. I got dozens of those, and I ended up with just 2 left, so now I know I need to order like 6 or more dozen. Then I got, oh, there's another one in here I wanted you to see. See if I could get it out before the camera runs out. It's this one right here, just a puzzle piece of Autism Awareness. That's probably my favorite. So, and then we got bandanas. Bandanas for your hair, your neck, whatever. And they look like this. Each bandana is like that. Isn't that beautiful? With the ribbon, the puzzle pieces. Just beautiful. I got a few dozens of those. So I have a dozen left after I gave out all of them to everybody. And then I have gift bags that I got. It says Autism Awareness, Educate, Accept,